Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forest job. It's the last day of the regular season. It's Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, and it's coming up for you live next. Well, recorded live. So looking at the team sheet, you can see our first 11 are in pretty decent form. No one really standing out as needing replacing. The only thing I will do is I will throw Frimpong onto the bench in the place of Yuri Ribeiro. And since it's the last game of the season, I think it's only fitting that Guerrero start the game, even if it puts us in a worse position. Playing on superstar difficulty today, playing against a 5-3-2. I don't think we're going to make many chances today, but we'll see what we can do. We've had a decent run of form, which I'll catch you up with after we've played this game. But suffice to say, we will probably end up in Europe next year. Um, that being said, let's kick off and get this game underway. So, yeah, I think at the moment, and I haven't actually looked at the league table, but I believe we are fifth, 2 points ahead of sixth place. And I'm not sure if we can get into the Champions League places off the back of today's game, but we will see what we will see. Had a really mixed bag of performances. The last game out against Leeds, we took a 1-0 lead, then conceded two really lacklustre goals. I don't know what our defenders were doing, but they're being pulled left, right, and centre. Ever since this update, I feel like the centre backs go wandering even more than normal, which is not something I'm a massive fan of, if I'm honest with you. So keep an eye on the centre-backs today. They may end up going wandering. We're playing the attacking fullbacks as per usual, three up top with two attacking midfielders. Guerrero got a brace in the last game, managed to pull something out of the fire for us in the final few minutes of the game. Trying to remember that sometimes patience is a virtue at this level, as Lolly gets a chance in here and puts it wide of the post. On his favoured foot as well. You wouldn't necessarily expect him to miss from that kind of range, although he was under some intense pressure from the defender. As you see Centurion squaring it here, Lolly gets free. In fairness, he probably could have taken an extra touch to just settle himself down, but in the end he took the shot first time. And the chance goes begging as a Wolves man goes crumbling in the midfield area. Referee doesn't blow up for anything, so that's good to see. As Zafuik holds off Podence, tries to nutmeg Dendonka, can't quite make it work for him. And now obviously we saw there that Worrell was in almost like a right half-back position. And here he is again. The reason for that, of course, as you know, is the attacking fullbacks. What I found is since this patch, his partner will come over to help him as well. And that shouldn't really be happening as we're defending. What should be happening is Oriol Busquets should be getting in there. Speaking of the devil, we'll just play it up to Guerrero here. Experienced man, look at him holding the ball up there, and he wins the free kick. Lovely play from the veteran Nottingham Forest striker into Hadji. Arcas. Lolly, oh, he just loses the ball. He's a little bit... His first touch isn't as good as it used to be. Busquets wins it back again. That's lovely to see from Busquets. Knocked over the top, Centurion underneath it. Arcas making a run through the middle, over the top. Arcas looking to get onto it. Can't quite find it. Those two attacking midfielders got a good understanding now. It's come at the expense of appearances for Kabayi. As Guerrero gets header on. Oh, very nearly on target. Very unlike us to win a header direct from a corner. Oh, and how close it was. Guerrero will be kicking himself there. He's had a good game so far, though, so I don't think he needs to worry too much about getting hauled off early. Unless his game goes massively downhill in the next few minutes. Back out to Lolly. Oh, what's he done there? I swear on my life, I did not hold down the R2 button there. It looks like I did from the way that he's just let the ball go through him. But Lolly not having a good day at the office at all at the moment. He's already had a chance that he left go begging, and on top of that as well, some very strange decisions where it comes to controlling the ball. Ooh, Arcas has just been bodied off the ball. Well, not off the ball, but Semedo does a really good job of defending the ball. Bodies his defender off. Oh, that's a great catch by Newell. Still none the wiser as to whether I'm pronouncing Newell's name correctly. Lolly. Can Lolly do something there? Oh, it's so close. But that's more like it from Joe Lolly. Drives out wide, clips the ball in, and Guerrero gets his head on it, but can't do anything with it, unfortunately, this time. Very close to shaving the paint off of the upright there, though. And here's Guerrero. He's allowed to get into space on the ball. He could run through here. It's him and Bolly, and Bolly manages to beat him in a foot race. Not really surprising. Guerrero not the fastest these days. Certainly not in Premier League standards. As the ball is headed back, and Newell manages to just about keep it in. I think that was one for the cameras, to be honest with you. Inside to Hadji. Reversed for Lolly. Oh, that's not a good pass from Lolly. It wasn't a difficult one at all. He's just fluffed it. I think we could see a half-time change for him, if not slightly earlier. He'll need to do something quick if he wants to stay on the pitch. As the ball comes off of Cutrone and Willems are judged to have had the final touch to throw into Wolves, which they quickly take. Here's Semedo, but he can't keep it in. Going to be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest on the left. Centurion to Hadji. Into Guerrero. Back to Centurion. Guerrero's making the run. If he can find it with a pass, he can. Oh, it's a great save. Brilliant, brilliant save by the Wolverhampton Wanderers goalkeeper to keep it to 0-0. Guerrero will be furious with himself. Lovely, incisive passing move. Oh, and Arcas just cannot keep the ball. Physicality of the challenge was not one that he was able to keep up with, and in the end he loses the ball far too easily. But it's known that he's not really a massively physical player. He wins his fair share of challenges, but he's not an overly physical player, and that can lead to him losing the ball in some tight situations sometimes. Oh, that's very good from, was it Semedo? I think it might have been. And again, Oriol Busquets winning the ball and triggering what could be a decent counter-attacking chance for Forest if it wasn't for the half-time whistle, which brings proceedings to a close in this first half. It's been a good first half of football with a few chances that have gone begging for either side. The clearest cut opportunity, well, I say that, Wolves haven't had a single shot. The clearest chance going, of course, to Guerrero. In fact, all of the clear chances going to Guerrero. And I think I am going to make that change. Lolly is going to leave the field of play. And I was going to bring on Malejo, but Hernandez would give us a lot more speed and striking ability on that right-hand side. Let's do that, and then we can bring Malejo on once Guerrero has done his bit, because I don't think he's going to last the full 90 minutes, as good as he has been for us so far. Willems chasing it back, and he gets there ahead of Cutrone. Or Cutrone, sorry, I should say. Bremer. Out to Hadji. Finds Safweek on the right-hand side. Back into Hadji. Here's Arcas. Guerrero now to Centurion. Oh, Willems nearly with the ball through. Hernandez! Hernandez! Oh, it's a great goal for Hernandez! Even on the right-hand side, he's absolutely deadly. He saw the ball before anyone else did, ghosted in, took a touch, and slotted it away. Well, well, well. It was, in truth, a terrible ball from Hadji. Or was it Centurion? I think it may have been Centurion, actually. Indeed it was. Intended for Guerrero to roll his man. Hernandez was having none of it. I'll have that goal, thank you very much, he says. And it's 1-0 here to Nottingham Forest. I have to say, so far, for me, Busquets, a man of the match performance from the Spaniard. Here's Centurion. Oh, looking for the ball through to Willems. Couldn't quite find it, but it comes to Arcas. Safuik to Hadji. Oh, Hadji's knocked off the ball, and this could be a counter for Wolves. Busquets covering over on that side again. He's been busy as a bee today. Hadji chasing, trying to make up for losing the ball there. That's what I like to see from all my players, getting involved in the defensive side of the game. As it comes out to Semedo, Bremer comes out to meet him. And now here's Hadji, bringing the ball forward. Oh, it's another poor pass from Hadji. What are you doing, son? Gets away with it, though. And now here's Zafuik. To Hadji, into Busquets. Centurion. Willems on the overlap. Yeah, loses the ball. The touch was just a little bit poor. It's a shame. Oh, hang on. Oh, Guerrero very nearly stealing it away. And that's a good ball if Semedo can get onto it. He can't. Bremer beats him to it. And now Willems. Into Centurion. To Guerrero. Back to Centurion. Whips it across. Oh, Hernandez was waiting for it. If Villar hadn't have been more attentive, it could have been a second. Oof, nearly. It was a lovely idea for a first-time ball by Arcas. Couldn't quite execute. And now here's Moutinho into Catrone. And Podence puts it wide. Good opportunity for Wolves to get back into it there. And now it is time to say goodbye to Guerrero. He will, of course, make one more appearance for the team in the Old Boys testimonial match. But this may very well be the final time that we will see him in a Nottingham Forest shirt. Hopefully he won't be injured for that final testimonial match. That really would be very cruel on him. Right, so here's Worrell playing out from the back as Nottingham Forest love to do. Philosophy that their manager will not be shaken from. Why give up possession of the ball so easily when you can have it from the get-go? Here's Arcas. Through ball into Centurion. Takes a first-time shot. It's a bit of a skidder. Now here's Arcas. Into Hadji, one touch, winds up, lets loose straight into the arms of Villar. And he will now restart with a kick, which is high and long. Bremer controls it with his chest beautifully. And Forest now back in control of the football. Hadji. Vallejo. Crossed in. Hernandez. Oh, it's a great save by Villar. Superb reactions, denying Hernandez his second of the game. Lovely whipped cross there as well. Beautiful to see. And a corner now to Nottingham Forest. Vallejo. Oh, it's come off the crossbar. And somehow Wolves have escaped and could even break here. Yeah, here's Pedro Neto. Looks for the cross, but Worrell does really well to get his body in the way. It'll be a throw into Wolves, which Forest will have to defend. It's going to be a long one. Then Donker to Gibbs White, looking for this cross if they can find the room for it. Castro. And now Vallejo. Got no one with him. Or does he? Here comes Centurion. Charge of the Light Brigade. Hernandez. Back through to Centurion. Oh, it's another brilliant save by Villar. What an excellent performance by this goalkeeper. My goodness me. How has he kept that out? That's a really long looping header. Busquets is not giving up on this one. And there goes the final whistle. It's the right result on the final day of the season for Nottingham Forest Football Club, who will not only be plying their trade in the Premier League next season, but will also be doing so in Europe. The players applaud the crowd after what has been a banner season for them. Nobody would have expected at the start of proceedings this year that Nottingham Forest would finish in the top 6. But here they are, and the captain Worrell waving to the fans, really acknowledging the part that they've played in all of this. Look at that for a performance on the final day of the season. Only one shot allowed by Nottingham Forest the entire time, although you did feel that Wolves were just on the brink of scoring every time that they pushed for an attack. 10 shots for us, 6 on target. Goodness only knows how it was kept down to 1. Villar had an absolute worldie today. If he's not man of the match, there's something very, very wrong with the AI. He's not man of the match. Man of the match was Hernandez, the goal scorer. I can't believe that Ivan Villar has only been given a 6. That is absolutely tragic. Konami, please fix your AI rating system. This is appalling. So here are the final scores of the Premier League season. You can see Liverpool getting a win against Brighton and Hove Albion, Manchester City beating Leeds 4-2 away from home, Fulham and Norwich drawing 2-2, and Southampton taking all 3 points after decimating Burnley 4-0. In the other half of the draw, West Ham United 0, Leicester City 2, Aston Villa absolutely robbing Manchester United 4-1. That's a real smash and grab performance by Villa. Crystal Palace losing 2-0 to Newcastle United, a rare 3 points from a trip to London for the Toon. Chelsea 4, Everton 0. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And I'm not acknowledging that final score, but you can see it down there. It's the one with Arsenal. Okay, let's see how the league has finished, and it sees us in 5th position, only a point above Tottenham Hotspur, which should mean that we'll find ourselves in Europa League football competition next season. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United, the top 4 who will be representing England in the Champions League next year. I believe Tottenham Hotspur will be joining us in the Europa League. Now we'll just show you the Premier League team of the season and see if any of our players have got in there. And one of our players has got in there. And what a time for Guerrero to come good and get into the team of the season. It's been a banner season for him. It really has been. And for him to be retiring at the top of his game like this, you couldn't want anything more for the lad. He's been absolutely immense for us. We'll, of course, see him next episode, assuming he's fit to play. But other than that, we have to say a fond farewell to the hero Guerrero. And that's going to do it for another episode of The Forest Job. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow when we're going to take on the old boys at the City Ground. It will be one final hurrah for Guerrero, one last chance for him to perform in that famous Garibaldi red shirt in front of the adoring fans. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.